Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Friday, August 15th, 2025. Aries, passions may run high and you could be right in the thick of things. Today may be a bit more intense than usual. Conflicting energies will butt up against each other in your head. You might have to make an important decision now, and you've done all the prep work you need to do, so it's time to act. Taurus, indecision may leave you standing at the station after all the trains have left. Hop onto one that's going in your direction and add your name to the roster of activities for participants. Today isn't a day to wait for opportunity to come to you. If you see something you believe in, move towards it. Act spontaneously and don't worry about these consequences. Gemini, something might be shaking the very ground that you stand on today. Just when you thought everything was calm and stable, suddenly the ground begins to rumble. Secure your footing and hold on. Stay flexible. A few steps in a different direction may position you in a safe area where you can ride out the storm with no problem. Becoming too fixed and rigid would be a bad idea. Cancer, follow your heart instead of your wallet. Start with yourself and choose where to spend your resources. Take an active role and be on the lookout for opportunities to grab hold of in the profit. You may find a conflict going on in your world. Stand up for what you believe in and don't be afraid to rock the boat. Leo, your adaptable nature will be put to the test today. Try to go with the flow and remember that you have a rudder which can steer. You can float down the river freely, but don't think that this means you have to give up all control. You have the power of choice, so use it. Take an active role in events today, or if not, just stay in bed. Virgo, today is a significant day astrologically speaking. It may be an affirmation of your pioneering spirit. Be the champion of the new and bizarre. There's a window of opportunity opening to reveal a golden chance. Forces that seem to conflict may actually work well together. Remember to balance all the traditions with new information. The integration of these two are key. Libra, there may be some tension in the air for you. Large forces are moving through your life that are suddenly coming into conflict. People who have been in a certain path for too long now have to face with the music. How well have you physically and mentally prepared? The strength of your framework is now being tested against the prevailing winds. Scorpio, your ability to juggle many tasks is going to come in handy. Information may fly and you could be asked to step up and contribute your wealth of knowledge. You may come into opposition with someone with a superior attitude. Remember that the old ways aren't always best. They have worked in the past, but things have changed and won't work for the future. Sagittarius, you feel like a scared child who wants to hide under the bed today. Keep in mind that there are just as many monsters under the bed as there are out in the real world. At least you can see the ones outside and perhaps even enlist the help of others to combat them. Don't shut yourself in during this time of great upheaval. Your opinion is just as valid as anybody else's. Capricorn, today may feel like everything's coming to a head for you. Even the slightest action might feel resistance. The more stubborn your attitude, the harder it will be for progress. Your job is to infuse playfulness into every situation. Remind people that we're all on this stage together. We need to make the most of it, not shove each other out of the spotlight. Aquarius, you do well to discipline your actions today and keep a level head. Unexpected events may rise to challenge established authority. Don't jump to any sweeping conclusions. Make sure you gather the facts before you act. Don't simply recoil and shrink into a cave. If you don't take action, you will be acted upon. Pisces, keeping things balanced today will prove challenging. Take this seriously because it's probably needed more than ever. You might be the arbiter in situations where a battle exists between old and new. Take advantage of opportunities. Make sure you're in on the deal. Use your communicative powers to help bridge that gap. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Friday, 15th August 2025. Do have yourself a great day.
Spectacular, beautiful good morning to you, DBS family. And my goodness, guess what? It's Friday. We finally made it to the end of the week, guys. Don't mind me sounding so calm and relaxed. You know, it's very nice and serene here at South Louis Community College, and you know about South soon. But first, let's check on the news desk and see what they have to say. We'll be right back.
Good morning, happy Friday to you. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polio. In St. Lucia, rising prices and government import rules are sparking heated debate, with critics warning that new policies are making basic goods harder to afford.
That is disgraceful that a government, a set of men and women whom we have put to be in charge of the affairs of this country, can sit in a cabinet and can make decisions like this to take advantage of the poor people of this country. That is wickedness at its highest.
Cooking gas prices are another flashpoint. While the government says it is subsidizing LPG, critics contend the subsidies have been reduced, even as the state collects higher revenues from fuel sales. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force says it has seized more than $51,000 worth of cannabis during a joint operation at Port Castries. On Friday, August the 8th, officers from the gang's narcotics and firearms unit, working alongside customs officials, inspected a barrel consigned to 37-year-old Alston Singh of Bonte, now living in Babonneau. Inside, they discovered 5 tins labeled dried fruit. Further checks revealed 2.58 kilograms of compressed marijuana concealed in one of the tins. Singh now faces multiple charges, including importation of controlled drugs and possession with intent to supply. He appeared in the First District Court on Wednesday, August 13th, and was granted bail of $30,000 with conditions. Police say Singh is also linked to a 2024 case involving MDMA and marijuana byproducts, which remains under investigation. Authorities say the operation reflects their continued commitment to disrupting drug trafficking into St. Lucia. The United States has placed a $50 million bounty on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, labeling him a major drug trafficker and a threat to United States national security. Venezuela, however, has rejected the claim, with its ambassador to St. Lucia, Leif Escalano, condemning the move as terrorism disguised as judicial measures and insisting that the country has no government-linked cartels.
This new aggression occurred at a time when Venezuela is recording significant economic progress, achieved despite the coercive measures unilaterally imposed by United States, misnamed sanctions. We have experienced 17 consecutive quarters of economic growth.
Escalona affirms that Venezuela is committed to protecting its sovereignty and people and safeguarding regional stability against any form of terrorism. We continue the broadcast with news that a new access and benefit sharing ABS project is tapping into St. Lucia's natural resources, starting with the venom of the island's own foodilance to boost sustainable livelihoods, strengthen biodiversity value, and ensure fair benefit sharing under the Nagoya Protocol.
This component of the Access Benefit Sharing project will help lay the foundation for that. So it will help us to map out where federalities are encountered. It will help us to create maps. It will help us to also gauge the knowledge, attitudes, and perceptions of community folks, farmers, residents, and so on, because they too are very highly impacted.
Mr. Haynes indicates that a follow-up census will be integral to updating records on foodilance sightings. He stresses that the safety of individuals working in forest areas remains a high priority for the Forestry Department. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Thank you so much, News Desk. Of course, once again, this is DBS This Morning. Stick around. We'll be right back. Sure, this background looks very familiar for a lot of you here. Most of you will be past alumni or current alumni. We're here at the South Louis Community College. It's that time again, once more, ladies and gentlemen. We caught up with Natalie Jolifan to talk about, well, just everything to offer, how you can get in and capitalize on enhancing your tertiary education. Let's see what she has to say. Good morning once again, DBS family. Now, you know it's that time of year once again. And we always come back right back around full circle here in my favorite tertiary education sector in St. Lucia, South Louis Community College. And who best to talk about SLCC than it's Natalie Jolie Fanis. How you doing?
I am well. Welcome back. It's always great to have you on campus.
Yeah, you say welcome back as if I'm back here, like, you know.
You can be, you know. You still owe me, actually. So we can talk about it.
I do. That's for another show, right? We're here to talk about, of course, is that time again. CXC results are out, right? And students will be wondering, hey, what's in store at ACLCC for me? How do I get on board and so forth and so forth?
Yes, so it's already rolling. We are processing CXC results for all of our applicants. Applications were closed April 30th, but we still had people struggling right through the summer applying to our various programs. So it takes a little bit of work to go through, at least maybe I think 1,000 applications. Of course, for our associate degree, our entry requirements are 5 CSEC passes, but we do offer students other pathways if they do not meet the requirements, particularly in English and mathematics. Usually mathematics is an issue. I'm not privy to the results yet, so I don't know what the percentages are, but certainly we are processing the results and we will be ready to issue responses by the week of the 21st of August, or in August. So we need at least a week to do that, given that results are coming out on Friday. But in the meantime, for the next week, the week of the 18th, the students who are continuing with us, this is their registration week. So we will have students back on campus from the 18th, our second years, getting back into their courses for the official start of school, which is the September 1st for classes. But we want the applicants to know, give us the week. We're excited, just like you, to process your results. I trust that everybody did well, and we are looking to be able to accept everyone back on campus. Once they need to be checking their emails. So the main way, and we'll put things out to the media once we get it rolling, check our social media pages, our website. The information will be on there for you to check your emails, and it will give you more information. Whether you accept it to your program or a new program is suggested for you, we will give you the dates to come on campus. But certainly here we'll be buzzing the week of the 21st with our applicants coming in person for our registration process.
How has it been over the years compared from last year to this year and so forth and so forth? How has it grown over the years in terms of applicants, in terms of the excitement of everything?
So, you know, COVID still lingers to an extent. We still have to talk about that post-COVID period when we didn't have our students on campus up till like 2022. So it's coming back. It has come back. I mean, our students are there full time, but I think we're seeing more students coming on campus, and we're trying to deal with any of the issues that they face, particularly post-COVID, with whatever the failure rates are, etc. And I really want to impress upon people, don't think if you do not have what you think are the requirements. We make a lot of assumptions. We are, yes, we love to see that we're a premier tertiary institution, but we're also a community college, and therefore we take care of the community. So whatever your needs are, whether it be bachelor's, whether it be associate degree, and even our certificate, our short courses, there's something for you here. Come in and ask questions, check our pages. But we love it when we have our students back on campus. It is quiet now. You see the difference. We love to feel the buzz and the energy of students. And so, yes, we're excited and looking forward to having our students back on campus.
Excellent, excellent. Now, a little birdie I heard somewhere along while I was walking through campus, right, that there is something that is rolling in to help assist in the communication aspects, relay information, and so forth and so forth. Could you give us a bit of information?
Oh, sure, certainly. And you see, we love it when our alumni go into their respective fields and we can draw them back to partner with us. And so one of our alumni, Hunter Gayard, he was here a few years ago. It's not that many. He's been working in the science field, but he has been tutoring with AI. And, you know, sometimes the telephone systems get overwhelmed. The telephone system isn't working. We try to fill as many emails as possible. So he came with a proposal for us to use an AI assistant for our communication issues. And we are going to be testing that this week in time for our new students coming in. So again, whatever questions you have. Sometimes people are afraid to call, unable to call. We will have this on WhatsApp. We will be rolling it out. Again, stay tuned on our social media pages. So he has built up most of those frequently asked questions that we know will be coming up, and we will be testing it from tomorrow, from Friday, I should say Friday, into next week to make sure that we deal with all of the nicks, and it will be available to the public, but particularly to our incoming students, our applicants. If they have any questions, they'll be able to use Arthur, our AI chatbot, to get their questions answered.
I'm loving that you call them Arthur. Very fitting, very, very fitting. Very exciting news, of course. I feel like I'm younger again. I'm not gonna give away my age. I'm not that old. Okay, I'm not old at all. But anyways, it's very exciting to hear all these things. It's very exciting to see that, the community college is growing more and more exciting things, more innovation, more so forth and so forth, especially if AI now being incorporated. Of course, to those of you out there, those who have applied, those who are still looking to apply, I don't think it's too late at any time right now, is it?
It at this time when the
Might
results
be.
I know the registrar was taking in applications up till last week, but like I said, come in. So let me say this: outside of our regular programs, in terms of the 2-year programs, we also offer short courses. So you, for example, you a digital media student, you might want to do something in business because you are forming your own businesses. So we offer business courses by themselves. You can still come in to apply for those for sure, and we'll be advertising those very, very soon in terms of the range that you can apply for. Somebody might want to do an audiovisual course only. We offer that as a single course. So we're not closing off applications to everything, but certain things may be closed. And again, if you reach out to us and through any of now including our AI chatbot, you will get that information.
Excellent. I like that you threw in the AI chatbot once again. There's something for everybody. Please tap in, guys. If you want to advance yourself in any way, shape, or form, salcc.edu.lc. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Big up me. All right, guys, tap in. Of course, Natalie, thank you so much for being for us on DBS this morning. Of course, to give us, we'll be right back. True DBS fashion, we like to highlight all of our entrepreneurs, creatives, etc. And we call up with another creative here once again. Most know him as Markim, but even more know him as, well, Sweetbread. Yeah. Famous YouTuber and content creator in St. Lucia. We call up with him to hear about his journey in content creation, YouTube especially. Let's see what he has to say. You know how we do it here. We always feature all of our entrepreneurs, content creators, anybody who does something great within society. We highlight them. Today we're here with a young man. Was a very specific, special name, which we're going to get into that. Okay. Some know him as Markim. Most know him as Sweetbread. Or Pemi. Okay. All right. My brother, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
Wow.
Talk to me.
Where did this Sweetbread come from? What inspired that name for someone?
So basically, my aunt used to bring home sweetbread every day. Mostly every day. And I so jack the sweetbread and bring it for my G's. Spread that in the yard, So that sweetbread go cut in probably 4 or 5, Not even slices, but I try to get the biggest piece. And yeah, they start calling me sweetbread from then.
I would have never thought that's where the name Sweetbread would have originated from. But nonetheless, it's a very nice story. My brother, let the people of St. Lucia know what you do.
Well, I'm a content creator. I also do videography and photography under the name Creator SB. YouTube, basically, I kind of burst out with something called Talk Reaction, which I currently stopped because some people thought it was disrespectful. But I actually looking to start back on a certain level. That way it doesn't look too, basically PG-13. So nowadays I try to have all my content PG-13 so that way it caters to all, audience and not just grown-ups, not people over 18, everybody. Because nowadays the younger generation tend to be on social media, so I try to keep it, content friendly.
Now, when it comes to your content, because we're in an age now where almost everybody can be a content creator. Everyone has a phone, everybody has a camera, and so on. What sets you apart from everybody else? Because I know, those out there who know you know. Your numbers are great. You're doing good numbers. You have good content. What sets you apart from the rest?
Well, I believe the way I edit and the quality of my videos, because I currently use a mirrorless camera, which everybody knows from them using a camera quality top tier. And obviously, for the nerds out there, I have a good lens, a 1.8. So you know that bokeh in the background, that nice blurry feel, you know already. Two, the way I edit, I try to edit in a way that it's not boring, but it's not too long either. So like I tend to cut on memes. I try to level the memes so that way certain effects not too loud. So that way when you watch it, it's just like a flow. And even I tend to get bored of some of my clips, so I tend to shorten on it, make it look short and simple. So that's why some episodes may look short but filled with content. And most of my watch hours is actually 90%. Mostly people just skipping the intro.
So then you know how to just grab attention and keep it there.
Right.
Master that size.
Even on the shorts, the YouTube shorts, I tend to post everywhere. I try to go up on every platform to branch myself out there, you know?
Who's your dream collab?
Honestly, Kaisenat.
Okay,
Any day.
Kaisenat. Going big, man. Going big. Final question, guys. Now time is always short here. What's next for Sweetbread? What can we expect from you next?
Honestly, I don't want to put it out there, but I'll still put it out there. I'm looking to branch myself in the Caribbean countries. I actually have signed many contracts to have my content featured on television shows through Trinidad, Grenada. So if one day you're hopping on JetBlue and you see my content on the TV, don't be surprised because, you know, that shit actually signed for a check. Looking to become verified, looking to become Lucia's YouTuber. So from the time you enter Lucia and you're thinking about the top YouTuber in Lucia, you think of me, you know? And yeah, that's just the vibe. You check it. Hot baby.
Yeah, big up yourself, man. Of course, finally, just plug yourself one time so people know where to find you.
So you can find me every single platform besides X at Sweetbread758. There's no Sweetbread.758. There's no other thing, just Sweetbread758. If you can't find me there, I'm not on that platform.
So, of course, tap into Sweetbread, follow his content. Of course, you know he got some fire stuff for you guys. Of course, stick around. It's DBS Morning. We'll be right back. Hot pay me.
And we out.
And welcome to this morning's SocaCize session. Leading the wine is Sarah and myself, Shani. Let's get ready to flaunt with the SocaCize. This morning we will be doing a bacchanal warm-up routine. Let's get ready to flaunt with the SocaCize. Cross, head. 4, 3, 2, and again. 2 more. Last one. Push back and twist. And hold it there. 4, 3, 2, push back. And hey. 4, 3, 2, squeeze. And 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it out. Hey! 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 up. Up, push. Awa, we're not doing it. Let's go. Last one. Cross, knee. Hey! One more. Push. And hey. Hold it. Push. 4, 3, 2, squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, 1, hey. 4, 3, 2 up, let's go. We will. Oh no. Last one. Cross, knee. Hey. Last one. Push. Hold it. Take it up. Roll it. Push, push. Take it up and squeeze it. Four, three, two, one. Hop it out. Four, three, two, one. That was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Have a wonderful day.
Of course, this is why I bring the energy to you guys, because my goodness, it is Friday. The weekend is here, guys. Please have an amazing, safe day today. Drink some water, eat good, be kind to somebody. And of course, if you're going to go out, be safe out there, all right? Be very vigilant as well. Have some fun this weekend. And of course, Monday morning, right here, same time, same place, DBS this morning, we're going to have a spectacular week lineup for you guys, all right? Be safe. It's your boy Vision.